Hello all. Today we are going to discuss on Spring application, a basic RESTful Spring application, and we will Dockerize that particular application. Okay. So right now, what I have opened right now is basically a RESTful application, a Spring Boot application. So these are the basic controller which does not have any complicated code or something. It's just like a basic plain simple route. Okay. So we have three controllers present here. So this particular application is present in my GitHub link. I'll put that GitHub link in the description box. So we'll go ahead and see how actually we can convert this particular application into a Docker based application. Okay, so right now if we run this application, so I'll just do run a Spring Boot application. Since I have not mentioned any customized port numbers, so it will automatically run into default 8080 port. Yeah, so it has started and it is running in 8080 port number, and all the APIs will be accessible. In order to run this particular application as a Docker container, we need to have a Docker image which will have this application code inside that particular image, and to create that image we need to have a Docker file. Okay, so the first thing which we need is to create a Docker file. So as we know, the Docker file should be present in at the root of that application. So the root is basically outside of this src. So it's in the folder. So I'll go inside the folder. I'll just stop this application for now. I'll go inside the application. I'll create a new file. Okay, I'll name it as Docker file. Okay, so let me add it to Git. So I have now added a Docker file in the root directory. Okay, so now what we need to mention here is we need to mention like what are things which we need for this particular application. So for this particular application we need a JDK, right? So to have a JDK, what we can do is we can make use of this from command of a Docker engine to actually take that base image which already has an OpenJDK 8 installed. Okay, so we will do from OpenJDK :8 -JDK and then -alpine. Okay, so this is the base image which we want to use for this particular application. So this will suffice our criteria of having a JDK. After that, what we need to do is we need to actually make a directory. Okay, and we will set that directory as the working directory of the Docker container. So I am creating a directory Spring-app, and I am asking Docker engine to set it as a working directory. So whatever code we will run, or whatever application code will be present inside this Docker image, that will be present inside the working directory, which is a Spring-app which we just have created. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll copy the content into this container. So this copy command is used to copy something from your local file system to the Docker container file system. So the first dot is to copy everything in this particular directory to the Spring-app folder which we just created inside Docker container. Okay, after that what we need to mention is, since we'll copy everything into Docker container, so obviously the jar which will get built out of after running this maven command will also get copied right inside the Docker folder. So what we'll do, we'll just do entry point. Okay, so this entry point command is basically to specify your commands. So whenever we want to run a Java application, how can we run it? We have to have a jar. Okay, and then we can run as java -jar and the jar name. Okay, so the same way we are going to do it. We'll just mention java as the first command. Okay, and then the next command would be -jar. Okay, and the next command would be the application jar which is present inside Spring-app /target then / the name of the application jar. So my application jar name would be Spring Boot -docker. Okay, then -1.jar. Okay, I think this would be the name. Let me just cross check once. So in pom.xml I mentioned the name as Spring Boot -docker and then version as 1. So it will make Spring -boot -docker.1.jar. Okay, so we have this Docker file created. So once again, this from we are using a base image, base Docker image. Okay, on top of that we will build our application code into it. So the base image we are taking is based on OpenJDK 8. Okay, so that will suffice our category of having a JDK in order to run this jar. So secondly, we are creating a directory spring-app and we are setting it as a working directory. Then third, we are copying all the contents in this particular folder to the Docker container file system. Then the last point is entry point. So entry point is basically we are instructing Docker engine that whenever this Docker container will be particular command set needs to be run. So java-jar, then the location of the jar. So now we are all set with a Docker file. So what we have to do right now is we have to actually create a jar, right? So we have to do a Maven build. So what I'll do, I'll just go ahead in this Maven section. I'll just go to the life cycles. I'll do clean and let's say install. Okay, I'll run these two commands. So the Maven command has successfully completed. Now the jar file which is present inside the target folder is spring-boot-docker-1.jar, and this is what we have given in our Docker file. Okay, so what we'll do right now is, so now we have a Docker file in place, we have our jar generated. Now what we have to do is we have to build this Docker file into a Docker image. For that, the command we have is docker build and then -t, then name of the application. So we'll give an application a name as spring-boot let's say build. Okay, and space dot. So this will take time to create. So it has created the Docker image, since it has the information were present in the Docker engine cache. So it has picked up those information and it has built this image quite fast. So now what we'll do is we'll just check whether our images are present or not. So we'll do Docker images and we can see this particular image is present and the tag is latest. So now what we have to do is we have to actually run this particular image into a container, and then we can try to access our APIs. So now we'll run our image into a container. So for that, docker run -d for the dash mode -p for mapping the port of host system, which is 8082, to the port of Docker container, which is 8080. We'll give the name spring-boot-build. I think this was the name I gave. Okay, and we'll do enter. So what it has done is it has created this container, and this container is running in a detached mode in the background. Okay, so let's see in the Docker dashboard if we can see this particular as we can see, this is the spring-boot-build application which we just created as part of Docker image, and this has been running as a Docker container. So we can see this had the logs. We can click this tick. Okay, so it is saying as started by root in spring-app. So spring-app is the directory which we have set as a working directory, and this is using the jar which is present inside the spring-app, then target, and then spring-boot docker1.jar. So okay, it is running. So now what we'll do, we'll go to Postman. Okay, and I'll invoke this API. So the application is running in 8082 port, and the name, let's say, we'll give as Docker session. Okay, and then we'll invoke the API. It says hello Docker-session from Docker. So I'll just duplicate this tab. There is one more API inside that, which is greet. Okay, so let me just give the name as stack for tech, and if I invoke this, it says greetings stack for tech. I hope. Okay. So this is giving the response perfectly. So it means that the application which we have just Dockerized, it is running inside a Docker container, and we are actually invoking the Docker container, the API which is present inside the Docker container from our host system. So we'll see the dashboard once, and we can see since I have not written any console log, so we are not seeing any logs printed, but this is how Spring application can be Dockerized. So this is a very simple or very basic Dockerized version of a Spring application. The more advanced version can have Maven installed inside the Docker image, and all those Maven life cycles we can do inside the Docker image itself. Okay, so right now what we have done is we have built our Java application outside of the Docker container, and then whatever the build code was there, we have copied it into a Docker image, and then we are running the jar which was built. So what we can do in a normal scenario is, instead of running a Maven command in the working directory, what we can do, we can copy all the code inside a Docker image. In the Docker file, we can just mention that copying all the code, and while building the image, we can actually run these Maven commands. Okay, so while building the image, Docker will run those Maven command, and it will create a container which will have this jar created. Okay, when the container will be up and running, the jar will already be been created, and it will use that particular jar. So we can have that configuration as well. So if it happens, I can show that thing of having the Maven installed inside the Docker image into our next videos, where we'll discuss networks and volumes. Okay, till then, bye bye.